What's up, everybody? It's your boy Twizy. Welcome to another edition of the Objective Football Banter Show. I'm your host, and this is the show where we talk about football and all football-related topics, of course, with a little banter. This is the World Cup edition, and we're going to be talking about the World Cup and how it has played out down to the knockout stage. Of course, we are now in the semi-final stage of the World Cup. Africa finally breaks the World Cup semi-final ceiling with the qualification of Morocco.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Morocco, remember, have tried to qualify from their group quite a few times, and I think they've qualified maybe once or twice. But no African team till now has ever qualified for the semi-finals of the World Cup. Enter Morocco. Morocco has broken that ceiling, and as Africans, we are really proud of what Morocco has achieved, to the detriment, of course, of one of the greatest footballers of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo, and his country, Portugal. There have been a lot of reactions, there have been a lot of mixed reactions to, what really happened, how a country like Portugal, who are blessed with so much football stars, were unable to, to do the business against, minnows like Morocco. But then that is it, that's the World Cup. It is unforgiving, it is brutal, the margins are very, very tight, and you have to take your chances. You can ask Ghana what happened against Uruguay. They had a chance to actually take the points, they didn't take it, and then they got punished. Although I like the way they went out though. I mean, it's like if I'm going to go down, they were going down together. It was also beautiful to see Luis Suarez, shed tears. I was so happy to see him shedding tears on the bench. So Ghana did a very good job. Ghana went out, but they made sure that they took, of course, Uruguay with them. So, it's been interesting. I was heartbroken when Japan, got eliminated by Croatia. I love that team so much. Mitoma, the former Arsenal player, Takuma Asano, of course, Arsenal player, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and all other good players that they have. Doan as well. Really good squad. They played very well. They were very disciplined. But, I think they weren't just prepared for penalties. So I think they edged all their bets on performing well in 90 minutes and maybe in extra time, because they really didn't play well in the penalty shootout. And you were left to wonder, what exactly, was wrong. But it was really good to see them play, and they did quite well. Brazil, well, a lot of people expected them to win the World Cup, myself included. They played quite well, but then again, it's the World Cup. It's unforgiving. You take your chances, you defend very well, and you are going to win. They had a chance to run away with it at the 115th minute, but indiscipline, tactical indiscipline by the manager and the players cost them, and they are also out. Germany, for all the political statements they made, they were also out by the end of the first round. They couldn't do the business. I guess they got too distracted by too many political statements they were trying to make and all that, and so they didn't really focus on the football when they arrived. Spain, well, played very well, but then this is the football again. Tiki-taka, pass the ball a lot, but you really need to put the ball in the back of the net. If you want to actually do well in the World Cup, you need to take your chance, even if it's one, and then try to shut up shop. Spain tried to pass the ball around 1,000,000 times. They passed the ball over 1,000 times. I even heard they played over 1,000 penalty kicks in preparation, which is funny because they lost, I think, their first 2-3 penalties. It's been really, really brutal. But then now we are here at the semi-final of the World Cup, and then there were 4: Morocco, Croatia, Argentina, and of course the defending champions, France, who I think are the favorites to win the World Cup. I think that a country like France, with the way they've played, with the way they've used Kylian Mbappe effectively on the left-hand side and Ousmane Dembele on the right, I think it will be very, very hard, very, very difficult to beat them. I think Argentina has done well in tournament, but I don't think they've played a quality team yet. I think the Netherlands were really the first quality football squad they played. They played Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland, and in those games, they really weren't convincing. Even against Australia in the round of 16, they weren't convincing. If they manage to scrape through Croatia and manage to get to the finals, they are likely going to meet, a very, very strong French side, who I think will beat Morocco, by the way. So Argentina, good side. Messi has been, the linchpin of the squad, played very well. He's led from the front, he's scored, he's assisted, they've even put in some defensive shifts. But I just think that Argentina do not really look as convincing as I thought they would be. I think anyone who watched them in the qualifiers, along with Brazil, was really confident that these guys could go all the way. But they really seem to crumble when you meet quality teams. Remember, They met France in the World Cup, last World Cup. I think they lost by 4 or 5 goals to 2 or something, if I'm correct. So it's really a situation of where will Argentina, stand if they face a strong team like France. So I would like to hope that France will make the final, of course. It will make for a spectacle. I'm an African, obviously, and I would like Morocco to go all the way, but France don't look like team that don't take their chances. I think they will take their chances against Morocco. I don't think they will slouch like Portugal. I think they've just done their best. I think this is where the road stops for them. I'll be surprised. I'll be pleased as well if they manage to beat France, but I don't just see that happening. So, and it's just crazy. I think the World Cup has taught a lot of countries a lot of lessons. No matter how talented your squad is, no matter how gifted your players are, if they don't have the required experience, if they don't have the required discipline, and if they don't have the required focus to take their chances when they should, they will get punished. It's something that, a lot of countries need to learn. And I would say that Asian teams, particularly, Japan, for example, has been a shining light. They led from the front for the Asian side. They did very well. They played good football. They humbled Germany. They played well against Spain. They beat Germany, they beat Spain. They lost to Costa Rica, shockingly, of course. But then, it's football. Everybody, you come to the World Cup and you expect that you roll over a country and then you get the shock of your life.
Money.
So it's really, cool to see how it will turn out. The World Cup, obviously, the finals will be played this weekend. The semi-final, the first semi-final played today and the second one tomorrow, before we get the final on Sunday, the grand finale, which I of course hope will be between Argentina and France, so that the spectacle will be a lot more, crazy. If you ask me who will win the World Cup, I think it's France. I think Argentina do not have the minerals. They just don't have the facilities, man. They don't have what it takes to beat France. I think if they meet France, they will get seriously punished. I know a lot of Messi fans want to see him win the World Cup and all, and it will make for a beautiful story. But the truth of the matter is, France are just too good at the moment. Even Argentina, I've watched all their games in this World Cup, and to be honest with you, I don't think they have what it takes to beat France. I don't think so. The team that I felt could really match up to France was England, and they did stand up to France. But a moment again is the World Cup. That lapse in concentration, and they lost. Harry Kane with a chance to make it 2-2, lost the penalty, and the rest they say is history. I think that England were the most probable team that could have stood up to France, and they did. They tried very well, especially in the second half. Bukayo Saka was running things, made life difficult for France as well. But France scraped to England and they managed to get that win. A very vital header by Olivier Giroud. And with that, I think that just puts to bed this World Cup. I think England are the most quality squad, they faced, up till now. And they managed to succeed. Remember, Portugal are out, Spain are out, Germany are out, and Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup, obviously. So England were like the only country left with quality players who could really do the business, and they've done. They managed to beat England. So I don't see Argentina, I don't see Croatia, beating France. Croatia met France, even funny enough, 4 years ago in the final, and they lost by 4 goals to 2. I think it's one of the most, high-scoring finals in the World Cup, that we've seen. Completely overpowered Croatia. So it will be interesting to see how this turns out. Transfer news, there are rumors that football clubs are making a lot of moves towards the January transfer window. We are seeing a lot of people trying to make plans towards the transfer window. The Arsenal, rumors that they are trying to sign Mikhailo Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk said that he's as good as Jack Grealish, and Jack Grealish is worth 100 million. So you do the math. They're asking Arsenal to bring 100 million. I personally think Shakhtar are trying to fund the war effort. Maybe they are looking for money to donate to the Ukrainian government. Because I don't understand. I'm not understanding that figure at all. It doesn't make any meaning to me. 100 million pounds for what? Is he going to cross the ball and go ahead it by himself? I mean, it's crazy. Chelsea fans, look out for the transfer window. I think Chelsea will be in the market. I don't think Aubameyang has impressed like I thought he wouldn't. I wasn't expecting him to impress. I'm not being salty, it's just the truth. Before he left Arsenal, he was already losing his abilities. Spain, he did a little well because take it from me, Spanish defenses are not very good. Just take it from me. Spanish La Liga fans, don't be angry, don't be salty, that's just the fact. And he still couldn't cut it there. Lewandowski, upstaged him, so he had to come back to England and expected he's not doing well. Armando Broja got injured in the recent friendly against Aston Villa. He looked in serious pain. He was in horrible pain. I mean, you could hear his voice from everywhere in the stadium. It was really painful. So I think that Chelsea will be in the market for a striker. Manchester United to look like they will be out for a striker, considering that terminated the contract of Cristiano Ronaldo. So if Manchester United fans look out for that one as well. There's talk that Joao Felix and Matheus Cunha, both in Atletico Madrid, are looking to move for the coming window. So look out for that one, guys. I think there will be a lot of movement in the January transfer window. Arsenal obviously look like the team to beat, 5 points ahead in the Premier League. Yeah, I checked before I started the show to be sure nobody has going to do anything funny. 5 points ahead of Manchester City, and it looks like the owners are going to be backing Mikel Arteta to sign quality players, so of course they can make the push for the Premier League. It will be interesting to see how that turns out, but we'll keep an eye on that. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been another edition of the Objective Football Banter Show. Remember to click like, share our page, and of course subscribe to enjoy our content as well. See you guys. Ciao. Who are blessed with so much football stars are unable, or rather were Takehiro. Yeah.